Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Today, of course, we got ourselves some Bounty Hunter. That's the main thing that we got going on this weekend. However, there's something else that's kind of relevant going on. Actually, a couple things. So, right now, obviously, Bounty Hunter. We got the new Bounty Captain of Armored Boarlet. It is obtained from the Bounty Hunter shop all the way under the Bounty Hunter game mode. It lasts for the next 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. It ends up giving the same rewards as always. One pretty noteworthy thing about this game mode, it is the best game mode in the game for accumulating a bunch of orbs. It has 2 major orbs as its final reward, rather than most that only have 1. And it has 4 orbs spread throughout the entirety of the reward system, as well as 2 Volkies. And of course, the 2 Volkies have a chance of giving you orbs. So if you ever need to stock up on orbs, now would be the time. It is a bit pricey to go and get all the way to the major orbs, though. Doing it for free gets you, depends on what your bonuses are and everything, but it gets you to around like 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there, I believe. However, if you do spend about 1,110 gems or 710 gems plus a blue orb, you will be able to go get these 2 major orbs at the end, which is generally worth it, because if you get even 1 major blue out of them, or even a major purple in some instances, it can pretty much be considered worth it. But yeah, we'll be running through this. That'll be the main thing that we are going to be doing this stream. Obviously, we haven't bought them up yet, but we shall. Yeah, the 2 methods for this is either buy tier 5 and use an orb on it, a blue orb, or go all the way to tier 6. I normally go to 5 and use an orb. However, I am considering just going to 6 this time around. It does give Potion of Shielding, so it'll make it even easier to not die as well. However, the main reason for it is to save the 1 blue orb, as they are somewhat important now, given that we might be needing them for more Zugaf-like troops. So I gotta save them where we can. So I think I will for this Bounty Hunter. It also gives us 8 additional sigils. Who knows, that might be enough to go make a leaderboard off of. Though then again, the fact that the final tier ends up giving 10, if nothing else, maybe we can go make a leaderboard this week. It's not something I normally go for. I'm not going for like super high leaderboard. If I do, I'm going for like 75 gems with an orb. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe tier 7, or sorry, tier 6 is enough to reach it. I'm not sure. Tier 7 once probably definitely is. However, we don't really know until later in the week, but we'll probably do all of our bounty battles. So even after today, we'll probably throw a bunch down. You need 250,000 points to get all rewards, so a lot of people on leaderboard are just ever so barely making it above that, so we should be able to get pretty close. Other than that, 2 other things to mention. Tomorrow is, oh, so they have that offer apparently, not really that worth it though. Anyways, tomorrow, we have a new pet. Well, not a new pet to some people. Tomorrow is the pet that we actually have on our shoulder. Right now, I believe it actually shows it if we go over here, right? Yes. So you can see the little silhouette of it right there. But this pet right over here, this is the Halloween pet from 2018. So if you didn't end up getting this voodoo doll, it will be available tomorrow. And even if you do have the voodoo doll, you'll be able to get more copies of it tomorrow. So a little thing on our shoulder. It's a cosmetic, of course, as all the seasonal pets are. But if you haven't picked it up, or just to get more copies, definitely worth doing tomorrow. Make sure to go and claim that. Of course, you have to do the 8 battles, but they're pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. And if you're in early game, just run Mang with Titan, and you should be able to get through. Otherwise, just use whatever normal end game teams use for it. Other than that, one other thing to mention is the Mythic from last Friday is no longer in the Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest drop table. So those are actually good to open now. Because you won't get that useless mythic. Every mythic is now in the drop table, including it. The only exceptions being Exynos, Zugaf, and Enraged Karendar, which of course are only obtained by crafting them via Soulforge. But every other mythic in the game is currently in the Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest drop table. So if you get a mythic, it'll be one of pretty much any random mythic in the game, essentially. So the mythic is no longer exclusive anymore. Though do keep in mind, there's still a small chance you could technically pick it up. Actually, are we in global chat right now? We could probably see that. It's always funny when it's like after the fact and someone still manages to pick up the old mythic. No, I haven't been in global chat this whole time, so it's not going to go back that far. But yeah, all the mythics are back. Anyways, let's go to Bounty Hunter. That's the main goal of this stream. And the main thing that we will be focusing on, I'm going to go pin the team that we're going to use as well. I haven't actually determined what team we're going to use, but should be pretty straightforward. We'll probably just run something Tagaraki based, as pretty much always. That tends to be the theme of Bounty Hunter, is just go all in Tagaraki and just auto win. That tends to be the way to go. So let's go buy all of our pass quite a bit. It's actually one of the most expensive events if you do go all in. It can cost up to 1,110 gems, so little pricey. But it's also your best chance to get a lot of orbs. So if you're looking to get Zugaf or Enraged Karendar or a future Doom troop that might come in, it's a good time to stock up. And of course, these happen about once every month. And if nothing else, at least we get the new emoji set along the way. And that should be enough copies to go and max them now. Also, you get a bunch of other bounty troops if you haven't already maxed them as well. Although, of course, we've already maxed all of those, so getting those drops is rather pointless. Anyways, let's go and upgrade this thing. So, where is my thingy thing? Let's go to upgradable. Should be the only thing we need upgradable. Also, there should be an extra star for the kingdom as well. Let's see. We'll go for Ascension. Get this thing maxed. Obviously, we only need one copy because using multiple do not give you any additional benefit. Also, hello Steam, hello Lestat, hello Ella, hello Late Gaming, hello Isabel, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Hope all of you are having a wonderful morning. So I had to start a little bit late. I had a bit of a stomach ache this morning. Not a good day so far. It's a little better now, but still feeling kind of meh. Let's see. So that's all upgraded. And then we just need to go make a team for it. And should be an extra star as well. Just go to Groshnock. Oh, wait, what are you blocked by that you didn't get a star? Hold up. Oh, you need 2 maxed out pets. Oh. No wonder why it's been giving me Weaverns lately. We need to go upgrade that Weavern. But, yeah, we need more Weavern copies. Maybe we go do some arena today and see if we can get an offer for, like, 3 pets or something. Oh, that's kind of funny. Do I have one today? I didn't check my offers today. Oh, I do! Nice, perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. That is literally the exact offer I want to see. Thank you. Give me that. I still need 6 more copies of it, though, right? I believe that brings us up to, what? Typing in his name doesn't bring him up? Where is he? Well, I'll just go to Groshnock. I'll obviously come up with a Groshnock search. Let's see. Oh, it's double E. That's why. I thought it was W-E-A, not W-E-E. That would explain it. So we need, how many copies do we have? So we need 16, right? Yeah. I believe you need 16 because it requires 15 and you need to have a spare. So we need 6 more copies of the, or sorry, 7 more copies of the dragon. So 2 3s and a 1 would end up giving it to us. So yeah, we might have to play some arena today and tomorrow. We'll see. Arena, unless we absolutely have to. That's still kind of meh. Arena did not get much better with the most recent patch as far as the enjoyability of it. I do like the change overall. It's a lot more time consuming and a lot weirder to play. But, it feels a lot more balanced, if nothing else, even though it's still insanely unbalanced. But at least more balanced than one weapon auto-killing every single battle, at least. But overall, unless we absolutely have to do Bounty Hunter, I mean, do Arena, we're not going to be touching it much. Anyways, so we got more sigils than we're ever going to need right now. Also, hello, Max. Hello, Stardust. Welcome, welcome. Let's go make a team and start doing Bounty Hunter. And then we'll go pin the team. Because I'm pretty sure whatever we're going to set is probably what we're going to be keeping the entire time for the most part. So obviously, Bounty Hunter, ideally you want to use 4 Bounty Troops. If you're not in a state of the game where you have enough stats, using 3 Bounty Troops with the Yogway or a really heavy damage source is the best way to go. Even just using your hero with something if you want to gain class XP along the way, as these do give 2 class XP per battle. But generally, you want to be using 3 or 4 Bounty Troops, and you want one of those Bounty Troops to be the Bounty Captain, which at this current moment in time is the Armored Boar. Speaking of that, since he is a Bounty Captain, let me go and upgrade him. So we'll go and do this. We'll have another troop upgraded. He is a rare, so we'll simply do it the easy method and just go for 1 of these, 2 of those, and then a single medal of Orpheus, and we'll be good to go. So let's go get this guy maxed. 1 upgrade for you, get him to bronze. 2 upgrades for you, get you to silver, and then 3 upgrades with the single Orpheus, so we don't have to use 3 greens. And there we go. And that is a maxed boar. And for that, he gains a decent little bit of stats. Striker actually is one of the better categories. Not only does it gain a wide variety of stats, but it gains pretty useful ones like 4 magic to attack, and also gains 2 durability to both HP and armor. The most useful thing on it, of course, generally being the 4 magic that it ends up accumulating. It's not like the full 6 magic that some of them have. However, it has a nice distribution of stats. So generally, anything that has Striker tends to be a pretty decent overall troop as far as the upgrading is concerned. It's not necessarily always the best options, but it's a nice mix of stats. It probably has one of the best mixes of any of the typings of troop, if nothing else, since it still has a very solid amount of magic while also putting a lot of stats into pretty much everything. So it works out quite well. Anyways, let's go and put it into our team, because we have to. We have no choice but to do that. It gives twice the bonus. Instead of normal 6 times bonus, we'll be giving 12 times. Due to the Bounty Captain always having double. Other than that, obviously, we got to put in Turgraki Warrior. Turgraki Warrior is literally the definition of Bounty Hunter. You pretty much never run Bounty Hunter without him. He's just that meta. Considering Werewolf, Exploded Gem, create red gems. This will feed both into Armored Boarlet, which as far as what it does, it didn't even show it yet. But it deals damage to an enemy, and if I am in rage, it knocks them to the back. This is pretty pointless. If nothing else, it'll be used as a little small poke. But aside from that, that is pretty much all it's going to do. Is just a small poke and that's it. The chance of it getting enraged is pretty unlikely in this kind of game mode. It also doesn't have a way to enrage itself. None of its traits actually help it to enrage, nor does its ability itself give it like an enrage after a cast or anything like that. So yeah, you're pretty much never going to get that that knockback on it. So he's basically just a single really low damage poke. That's physical damage. If that was true damage, that could be maybe okay, but the fact that it's physical damage is rather unfortunate. He's almost going to be completely uncasted during the duration. Also, keep in mind, you can't double up on Turgraki or stuff like that. That is not allowed. Every bounty troop must be completely unique in order for you to get the bonus for it. It's also the reason why we can't just spam Armored Boars, because doing so would not actually increase our score, as you only get a benefit from using one unique bounty troop. If you don't have all of yours maxed yet, you generally want to use Turgraki with whatever your highest rarity ones are, and then carry with one other troop. Okay, so what do we want for the rest? There's a couple of mana generator. We obviously want mana generator. We got a couple options as far as what we can use. KrissTigger is pretty decent. It also has no color overlap, so that's pretty nice. However, color overlapping the Boarlet doesn't really matter. So I am considering putting in a Werewolf because of that. And then we could just put in one other option. Is there another red option? A red mana accumulator that only creates red. You boost off of red though, but you create oh no, you create red. Create red gems boosted by brown gems. Yeah, we'll roll with that. This tends to be the cycle we normally run with. A Werewolf, Turgraki, Excavator, and Armored Boarlet. I was just seeing if we might want something else this time around, but that seems to be about the way. Another option would be to replace that with Rift. We would still cover purple. Actually, that would be every color but yellow if we do that. It could still be worth it for the double poke. Yeah, we might have enough mana. Given that we don't need red for the other guy, even though we're leaking into it, you know, I am actually going to go Rift. Rift is basically a better version of Armored Boar. Not only does it do true damage instead of physical damage, it also has a knockback on it. Not just that, but oh no, this is targetable too. I was going to say it's targetable, but both of them are targetable. But Rift Links is basically the better version of Armored Boarlet. Looking at it makes it even look more pointless than it already is. Because Rift Links is just better than it in every way. And Rift Links is even insanely good. It's just better than it. Which is kind of weird. Anyways, we obviously want to go pretty heavy on the red now that we're going with a team like this. Red-brown's probably the way to go. Let's see what minus yellow banners we have, though. Ideally, there's a +2 red into something. Of course, there's not. That's rather unfortunate. +2 red, +1 brown, or a +2 red, +1 green, maybe? Would probably be the best. However, neither of those exist under minus yellow. So I think we're just going to go for a standard +2 red. Unless we want to go +2 purple, +1 red. That would help Rift get up a little bit quicker, but it's more important that Turgraki gets up quicker. So not to mention the extra red would still leak into the Rift anyway. So you know what, we're just going to go double red. Unless we want to minus a different color. Minusing blue. And technically green wouldn't be too bad. Tempting. I'm just going to go for a +2 red, I think, though. Keep it standard. No minuses. And I think that's all we got to do. So that's Werewolf, Turgraki Warrior, Rift Links, and Armored Boarlet. And let's go copy this team. And we don't need a hero class for it, so I'll just leave it empty, because why not? And let me go pin this to the stream. Oh yeah, I need to go open my own tab on here to do that, don't I? To my YouTube page. Let's see, your channel. One moment, let me go get this to you guys so I can go pin it for everyone else who's coming here after the fact, and it plays an ad. Also, feel free to leave a like on the stream. See if we can hit 10 likes. Let's see, I'll put that down. Let's go and give this to you guys. So here's the bounty team. It's mostly for people coming in later, but if any of you want to copy it now. Bounty team. Or I should say 4 times bounty team. Well, let's go 4 times bounty team. 4x bounty team. And then we click copy paste. And there you guys go. Okay. And I just need to pin it. Pin message. And now it should be pinned. And for anyone coming after the fact, it should be pinned. And I believe even after the stream, it should also be pinned. So there we go. Nice. Okay. You guys should be able to see that now. Okay, but that's the team we're using. I don't think we're going to really be changing it up much. Not much to really change up for the most part. Anyways, let's go change our medals. We're going to want to go 20% into either 2 seasons or 2 magics. I'm probably going to go into 2 magics just so Tagaraki can hit a little bit better. 2 seasons does give you better survivability, but we're not really going to be hitting skulls much. If anything, we're pretty much just ignoring skulls most of the battles, so going for the extra magic is probably going to be the way to go. Anyways, let's get into this already. So I haven't started bounty, just kind of a bunch of prep, but let's get into it now. So we're running 20% into 8 magic, running with Werewolf, Tagaraki, Warrior, Rift Lynx, and Armored Boarlet, because you have to use Armored Boarlet for the extra bonus this week. Doing so gives you 30 times multiplier, assuming all of them are mythic and completely maxed out. And that's the game plan. Let's get forward with it. Yeah, the Switch version of Gems of War has a bit of a different update system. It's actually a rather weird version overall. It's almost like its own independent game. Is because it's actually running like almost in a completely separate version from every other version of the game. It still has like the full experience of Gems of War, but it runs quite on a different timeline than like every other version. It's kind of weird. Not sure if it's ever gonna get up to date, but it's a bit weird overall. Not really sure how to explain it, but it's like a combination of anything from 1 month behind to 9 months behind. This is a weird combination of all those things. Still a fun game, though. It still has most of the features. Just slightly behind the main versions. But if you're only playing the Switch version, you probably barely even notice most of the time. What do we even go for here? It doesn't even matter too much based on the team. Hopefully the final battle isn't anything too bad. Based on our battles so far, it doesn't look like we have anything that hard. Oh, that reminds me, we can kill with you, can't we? We're not going to be casting that later on, but for these earlier battles, we should easily be able to clean up with the boar. So we might as well do so. Yeah, normally it's 1 version behind, but as far as actual troops, there's some troops missing from like a year ago, and pets and stuff like that. It's normally about 9 months behind on troops, but 1 update behind on updates. So the update is like a lot more to where it's currently at, but the troops are normally almost a whole year behind in some instances. What do we need here? We need some manas over there. And we can go get ourselves a nice explosion. We'll do it over here to go get our reds going. We then go for Tagaraki. Actually, no, we can't. We'll go for that. Well, we can, but it's better to go for that and then kill it out with that. We're good to go. Okay, what do we have next? This Moonsinger might be really annoying if it's on Final Battle. I really hope there's no Moonsinger on Final Battle. I might actually do the second to last battle if it doesn't have it, and that one does. I don't know, we'll see. It's normally not worth doing that. But, it's sometimes really annoying. It just really depends what the final battle is. But Moonsinger into something that actually uses the mana. Not only is that Hunter's Mark annoying right at the beginning, but the mana accumulation into something huge might be very annoying. Just the fact that it has Empower while we have no options that have Empower. Well, technically there's one option in Bounty Hunter that has Empower. However, it's not like a mana accumulator or anything. It's a cleanse, so it doesn't really do too much. It technically has a stun, but only does it to like undead and daemons, I believe it is, or something like that. So it affects very few things. So oddly enough, it does affect the Valor Event, since it counts as undead, so it gets a stun on it. But yeah, this boar we won't be able to use for too long, but during these earlier battles, he will one-shot or two-shot. Once he stops two-shotting, he will basically not be used ever again for the rest of this bounty hunter. Are we still doing Fall Guys later? Yes. We're going to be doing Fall Guys probably about a half an hour after the Gems of War stream today. So the game plan for the stream obviously is to finish the entirety of Bounty Hunter all the way to 250,000 so we can claim all the rewards. We will then go and take about a little short lunch break, and then we'll be back for Fall Guys. That is the game plan. So yes, we will be doing Fall Guys between the 2 streams. And then I'll break for dinner. And then we do our normal nightly stream, of which we'll be doing probably more Bounty Hunter, as well as finishing up the Warlord event, because I believe we still have a little bit to go. I don't think the guild is done yet, so we'll have to do one more day of that event. And there we go. I don't think they are. Let me go double check. That could change by tonight, but I believe we still will need to do our battles today. This should be the last day we need them. Yes, we do still need our battles. Actually, we might need it tomorrow night too. It depends how it goes. It's still early in the day though, so a lot of people today didn't use their battles yet, including ourselves. Anyways, back to bounty. Good morning, George. Welcome. Let's see. I'll move that over. Take a skull over. Grab ourselves a red over there. And then we can just take another skull and then just kill it out with Kaki. There you go. We're almost halfway there. And then we get to see what the final battle is. Because the final battle is where you spend most of your time in a bounty hunter. A good majority of bounty hunter is all the way on final. It's a little bit of a weird format overall. It's because if you're doing a lot of battles, more than half your battles tend to be on the very final battle. So you have, excuse me, you have like all this variety leading up to it. And then by the time you reach the final battle, it's basically just the same thing over and over again. Which is just a little bit of a weird way of doing it. It's just always been how bounty is. It's still a fun game mode, but it's definitely done more so for its loot. It's going to kind of be like Arena when the Arena event happens around Halloween, the new one that they added in the most recent patch. Like, most people are mostly doing it for the loot. More so than anything. Like, Arena can be fun, but, it also can't be. It's a weird combination. Let's see. We'll throw that down. But yeah, I'm curious to see how the Valor event goes down. We'll be discussing it more as it comes around and cover a video on it once it reaches that. That was basically the biggest thing in the most recent patch. However, it's pretty irrelevant to really cover much now just because it's won't exist for a couple weeks. So information now won't really matter since you won't need that info till like 3 weeks from now. So going over, it's rather pointless. There's also some stuff we don't know about it, which is also one of the reasons we can't really go too much about it. Let's see. I'll take that over. Won't really know until it happens. But you can kind of consider it like a Vault event that's weaker. It's pretty much just going to be a weaker version of Vault event. Is the easiest, quick way to explain it. Except that you play exclusively in Arena for it, rather than other locations. That's basically what it is. I know it is not taking over the Vault event. You still have the Vault event. It's basically just something else that runs on weekends. I believe it finally fills that one dead gap that we have as well, where we sometimes have like a empty weekend that has nothing. Like obviously this weekend we have Bounty Hunter. Next weekend we have... I actually forget. I think it's New Delve? We need to go double check. Actually, it might not be New Delve. Let me check. But yeah, the 30th... Weekend of the 30th should end up being the new event. Let me actually go check the spoiler thread thing, actually. Because I actually forgot what next weekend is, 1 week from now. Let's see. Because this weekend is Bounty Hunter and a new, or an old event pet on Saturday. It's new to a lot of people, which is why I keep calling it new. Obviously, it's not new, though. We literally have it right now on our shoulder. But it's new to most people, since it came out in 2018. Pretty much hasn't been available since, I don't believe. I'm looking for this. What do we have coming up? So, next Friday. Oh, I was right. It is Faction. Oh, wait, never mind. That's a Tuesday. Fail. No, next Friday's Vault event. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Next weekend is Vault event. Ooh. We got to get on that grind. Next weekend's the Vault event. Got to go get those pity keys. I think we've been averaging like 8 or 9 pity keys each time or so. Around there. But yeah, next weekend's Vault event. Nice. Very nice. And then the weekend after that is Raids. And then the weekend after that should be the Arena event. You can even see right here that it says Arena. This is a new event. It's actually called the Valor Event, if I'm not mistaken. They're mentioning it as Arena on here. I believe its proper name is Valor Event, though, or something. But most people might call it Arena Event just because it's the event that you do in Arena. So I believe the proper thing is Valor Event, but anyone who says Arena Event will understand what you're saying, since it's the only thing related to Arena is the Valor Event. It's kind of like the difference between calling a delve, or a faction. Like, pretty much everyone knows what you mean if you say one or the other. Even though technically the faction is the actual location, whereas the delve is you within the faction itself. Or, you know, like, the delve is the battle within the faction, whereas the faction is the actual, like, kingdom, essentially. You know, the actual location of the place. If you interchange them, they're pretty much everyone understands what you mean. Because it's pretty obvious. Even though they do mean something different. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Oh gosh, it's not enough damage. That's rather unfortunate. That is rather unfortunate. I'll take green. Need more mana. I almost do feel like we need another mana generator. The only problem is the secondary thing that we're feeding mana into does barely anything. This is like a little poke. Here, have a poke. We're doing so much true damage. Doing physical damage like that is increasingly going to become less and less effective as we go deeper. Also, Tagraki, why are you not killing? I even gave you extra 8 magic. Does that not satisfy your killing needs? Apparently. Because he can't secure kills. We are running 8 magic right now. We should be. We should be running 20% with 8 magic. Yep, that's exactly what we're running with. Why are you not killing? Let's see. Well, we're finally at the point where Tagraki needs 2 hits for most things now, which is unfortunate. Obviously, that takes longer. Compared to 1 hit. What do we need here? So I got a Valor Event in play. We're actually just going to go for mana accumulation, I think. I'll take that over. Take a skull. We'll go explode all this mess. Grab all that. Take our skull. He just agiles it, of course. Poke that. Oh, I should have taken green there. We could try for Sky Skull. It didn't happen, but it had a chance to. So we're just going to kill the first guy with skulls, so we'll throw some physical damage at him, since that's the goal anyways, is to kill with physical damage. And any other one will kill with true damage. And that's match. We just need you to go get full mana for the Tagraki. And then we kill it. Or follow up with one more poke, I guess. Because Tagraki still does not one-shot. The deeper we go, the more hits we're going to need. Until the final battle. Luckily, it doesn't keep upscaling. It caps out once we reach that final level there. And then we don't need to worry about it constantly keep gaining higher stats. Bounty Hunter would be the most annoying game mode in the entire game if it infinitely kept gaining more stats like some game modes. Because bounty troops do not really scale that well with that aspect, which is why it caps out at a certain amount. Yeah, we'll take a skull there. Hey, you got a one-shot that time. Nice. That's what we want to see. Ideally every time. It's like, you can target someone. It gives you one option to target. Okay. That's always funny. It's like, you're allowed to target anyone you want. Here's all one of your targets. Choose wisely. I'm not sure why it just doesn't auto-cast. I guess to not cause confusion. But if there's only one target left, what's even the point of letting you target? If there's only one thing that you can target, why does it let you choose what you can target? Doesn't make much sense. If you controller spam, it actually will just spam whatever first slot is, or, you know, the first available target. So that works a little bit better. Well, whenever you're using mouse or touchscreen, it's kind of weird because it'll let you target, yet there's only one thing to kill. I'm pretty sure this is to make sure confusion doesn't happen, though. But it's weird because controller does it, though, correctly. Like, where you just get to hit whatever is available. But, yeah, mouse and touchscreen are different for whatever reason. It's one of the reasons why using controller is also quicker for a lot of things. You may notice we use it to auto-cast Zugoff on first slot whenever we do quick kill for trying to speedrun. And the main reason for that is obviously way quicker. It will unfortunately always just target whatever the first slot is. However, it inputs it way quicker than if you were to manually click it, which you would normally have to do with mouse or touchscreen. Hello, Draco. Hello, Higuro. Let's see. And hello, Friginator. Final battle. Oh, no, I don't want to see it yet. No, I'm not going to read it. I don't want to be spoiled. I want to know what it is when we get there. I'm not going to read it. Let's see. Oh, no, another person commenting on it. I always like to see what it is once we get there. I'll read both your comments once we get there. Though they'll kind of be irrelevant once we get there. Let's see. The 150 gem dungeon offer is bad value every day except Sunday, right? Oh yeah, if you're on PlayStation 4, they cost gems instead of the bigger pack costs gems instead of money. I think the gem one might actually always be worth it. I'm not sure. What is it again? Because it's weird. PlayStation 4 has a pack for whatever reason. The first pack in the PlayStation 4 is 150 gems, but on every other version of the game, it's $5. It's kind of weird. Due to that reason, it might actually always be worth going for on PlayStation if you had a lot of gems. However, yeah, Sunday is the only day where both of them would be worth it. But yeah, PlayStation is a bit weird. I'm not sure why, but they are the only version where the first pack in Dungeons is 150 gems rather than $5. I wish it was that way on every version, because it would be a good way to go get crafting material. I have not the slightest clue why PS4 version is the only one that is like that, though. They never really explained it, I don't believe, at any point. Just rather weird. What do we even grab here? I'll take that. So yeah, that's basically 58 diamonds for 150 gems. That value exchange isn't too bad. It comes with 3 gem keys too. I don't know, it depends how many gems you have on reserve. But that offer isn't too bad to do daily. Though definitely on Sunday it would be the absolute best because it's pure, almost pure diamonds. It really just depends how much more crafting material you need. The more you need, the more it would actually be worth it. Because there were points I was buying the 50 gem thing every single day. I don't do that currently, but there's still a justification to do it at certain points within the game, depending on how much crafting material you have. Pet battles have made it quite a bit easier to get the color shards, though, for the most part. So generally, people only do it for the diamonds on Sunday. However, technically, every single day gives you diamonds. It's just a lot less than what it does on Sundays. It basically breaks down as Sunday is always worth it, and the other 6 days are only worth it if you really just want more crafting material. One thing to note is it does come down to better value to buy the 50 gem, and on PlayStation, I guess technically the 150 gem as well, pack every single day than it is to spend keys trying to get a mythic. If you're at a point where the only reason you're opening keys is to get mythics and no other rarity of troop because you already have everything maxed, it is actually more efficient to buy the pack every single day for the 50 gems, or on PlayStation 4 the 50 and 150 gems, simply because the value of if you were to spend it on keys actually gives you less of a value than if you just craft them directly with diamonds. The other benefit of diamonds is you'll get the exact mythic you want, whereas when you do it in keys, it'll be random. The main benefit of keys is you get so many other drops along the way, so if you still needed other upgrades, it works out pretty well. However, buying the pack every single day technically gives you a better rate for the mythic, because it's if you break it down based on the 50 gems, you get 20 diamonds per 50 gems, which comes out to what's that math? It's 4,000 divided by 20. It comes out to 200 times, and then 200 times 50, would end up being 10,000. So it normally takes about 10,000 gems of value to end up getting a mythic, and you can do so with diamonds. However, the difference with diamonds is you have a 100% chance of getting the exact mythic you want. So it comes out to be almost the exact same cost compared to doing gem keys, except it is 100% guaranteed, and you get the mythic of choice. Obviously, it takes a long time to accumulate that many. It takes literally 200 days to get that many diamonds through the, if you're doing them 20 at a time through the thing. A little bit quicker, obviously, if you're on PlayStation 4. But not on PlayStation 4. It takes like 200 days to do that. However, it is worth doing for that reason if you have the spare gems. It will cost you an additional 300 gems per week, throw in 50 gems on all the days that aren't Diamond Day on Sunday. But doing so will give you additional 120 diamonds per week. And over the case of 200 instances, it is enough to craft a mythic at 100% chance for basically the same cost as if you were to do gem keys, except it's 100% and you get a mythic of choice instead of a random one. So its value is way higher than using gem keys to get a mythic. The only instance that could theoretically beat it out, though it is extremely luck-based, are VIP keys. But not only does that require spending some money on the game, but it also requires pure luck. And it's also completely random what mythic you get rather than a choice mythic. But there are justifications for buying it every single day, and that's the main one. It takes a while, though. And not everyone has an extra 300 diamonds to throw every single week. On PlayStation, that'd be closer to like 1,200 diamonds per week, which is obviously quite pricey. Even for me, that would be pricey to throw every single week. Let's see. What do we even take? We'll throw that over. Get the Tikaraki down. Why am I throwing first slot? I guess because of armor reduction. At least we don't have to deal with armor reduction now. Yes, you also get crafting material for the weapons along the way in the method I just explained. That was not calculated in the value. And the main reason is because you technically get value from doing gem keys as well. It's all the other troops you get along the way. However, if you don't need them, then you're technically not getting much value. But, yes, you do get a bunch of the crafting material as well. Things like the little bit extra diamonds off the shards, as well as the colored jewels, which are primarily used to craft weapons. Which, if you're missing a lot of the Doom weapons, they are super expensive to get. Like, they're so cheap to get during their event. They just costed, like, 500 gems. But to get them after the fact, they cost, like, more than that in diamonds. It's absurd how much of an increase Doom weapons actually go. Because if I'm not mistaken, the average Doom weapon costs, like, what, almost 1,000 diamonds? And diamonds are worth approximately 2 gems each, is about their value. There's a couple different ways you can kind of calculate out their value. But I would place it at about 2 gem value per diamond. And that basically means a Doom weapon costs almost 2,000 gems as far as its total cost. It's pretty pricey compared to the fact that during the event you could get it for quite literally 500 gems. Because that's how much they were when they were first released. It's probably one of the biggest increases of any object in the game as far as what it costed upon release compared to what it does now. The only other bigger ones are the ones that literally cost money. Like all the old event weapons costed like 0 glory almost. At the time it costed about like an hour's worth of glory. But the amount was like so small compared to the current state of the game. Like some of those weapons that cost $5 now costed under 100 glory back in the day. You have to keep in mind 100 glory was way harder to get back in the day than it is today. Obviously 100 glory takes like almost no time at all. You can get that in like under 10 minutes. In the current state of the game. But even back then, it only took like a few days because you would passively get a small amount per day. Actually, at one point, the most you could get per day was 16, and that was like the max glory you could ever get. That was back when weapons costed like 60 or 80 per thing. Like Savasi Blade when it came out, I think was 80 glory. It's with my own eyes. Good. We don't have it in power. That's good to see. Wild Fang. We don't use yellow though, do we? Oh, that is so good. We don't use yellow, so he can't hit us for high damage. That's perfect. This guy does basically nothing as well. Ranger does basically nothing. And the Curse and Death Mark. Oh, no. Oh, no. That last slot looks like a threat. It's completely mana blocked, though. So I think our best plan is to kill last slot. kill first slot. Or actually, kill second slot because he's going to gain life, which is going to elongate the battle. So I think the game plan is kill fourth, kill second, then kill third because this will die to physical damage. So that's the game plan, I think. Fourth, second, third, finish out first with skulls. I think that's the game plan. Oh, wait. Is the last dot stealthy? Hold up. Oh, that's awful. Never mind. I forgot it has stealthy. Okay, change the plan. Target second, third, and hope this thing doesn't do something weird. We better not die to it randomly. We do have some Bless, if nothing else. I forget where you get Bless. I believe you get it on tier 5, so even if you did bare minimum for full completion, I believe you have a starting Bless. But, gosh, is that going to be annoying. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. That's slightly problematic, isn't it? And there's no way we can stun it in this kind of context. We can't even drag it to the front because we can only drag them to the back. Which obviously is not dragging to the front. It drags it one forward to the front, but not to the front. Also, what are you doing surviving in 1 HP? Don't make me have to go with another 4 magic just to kill you out effectively. Ranger should do almost 0 damage. He's okay in early game, though he's even fallen off from early game lately. His damage is extremely underwhelming in the current state of game. At one point, he was actually super meta for early game. And while he's still okay for early game, if you have like literally no other option, he's definitely fallen off compared to the past. Okay, it's going to be a really weird battle then. Because you got to kill out everything and then deal with the most annoying thing. The big concern with this troop is Deathmark, obviously. While Deathmark will generally not do anything, it can. And the fact that it can is going to be very annoying. Yeah, that. Yep, exactly that. Very much so, exactly that is my biggest concern. If we get super unlucky, you can actually lose to just Deathmark spam. We lost 2 troops to Deathmark. That is insane. Luckily, one thing to note about Bounty Hunter is losing a troop does not lower your score. Your score is determined at the beginning of the battle based on all the multipliers that you choose. You losing your troops does not matter. As long as you win the battle, it does not matter how many troops die. It has actually no effect on your score, so do be mindful of that. But yeah, this thing's going to be so annoying. At least it's mana blocked from most beginning of the battle. However, once we kill everything out, it's not going to be mana blocked anymore. So that can be a little annoying. We're just going to poke you. This thing should always be first priority. The main reason we want this to be first priority mostly has to do with the fact that it has a life gain. And life gain would basically make it so it would be harder to kill or take longer to kill. Though the fact that Rift links into Chigraki's 1 damage short of killing is very unfortunate. It almost makes me want to not start with 20% and just go with 4 additional magic, just so we can consistently kill it. I'm not sure if that's worth the exchange, but I think it might be. We're very likely going to go do that, as it seems like it will work out a little better. Because the fact that it lives with 1 HP, the amount of time we have to waste to go cast a whole additional cast on it is very high compared to if we could have just killed it right there. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of my 20% for 4 additional magic then. Which does mean it would require 3 niches to do that effectively. Which is rather unfortunate, but I believe it is worth it for the time save. But yeah, this final trip's probably going to be the most annoying thing in this entire battle, more so than any other factor. Ooh, nice. Alright, let's get Chigraki down. Hopefully we can just double Chigraki this real quick. And then he'll be dead. Exactly what we wanted, nice. But yeah, I think I'm getting rid of my 20% mana start. I need that little bit extra damage just to bring it to kill range. Because the amount of mana we need just to cast again is not worth it. We basically null out our entire 20% start. So it's going to go pure magic. One of the few times we actually run pure Nishas. It comes into play occasionally. Phoenicia is probably one of the biggest builds that currently use it. However, there are instances other than that, like Truffle and like right now, that you do end up using. It's very rare that you need 3 Nishas. So having 2 Nishas with 20% is normally enough. However, there are a few rare instances where 3 Nisha is better, and this is one of those instances. Maybe Orpheus to cleanse. The problem with Orpheus is it would take longer. We're already taking longer by not running another Nisha on top of 2 Nishas. So I'd rather have the quicker speed than the and just risk the chance of dying, because the chance of it actually winning to Deathmark is exceedingly unlikely. Like, it might get a kill here or there, but the chance that it would actually win ultimately because of Deathmark is almost non-existent. Oh, I should have taken that purple first. Whoops. Not because I need it, but just to make sure he doesn't. But then again, he doesn't need it either, so I guess it doesn't matter too much that we didn't take it. We can actually go into a kill here. I can't really forget that we also have a poke option, which can come into play a little here and there. I really need red mana. Red mana is obviously the main mana we need here. So one thing that we could do now is we can now Tagraki him, and now Rift should be enough to kill. This was previously not enough damage. Oh gosh, and now it's not going to be enough damage because he just got a heal. Never mind, it's still not going to be enough damage. Of course he would get a heal. I'm actually not going to take any skulls, so we can go get boost ratio off of them. So we can then do all that red and then poke him with Tagraki. And that doesn't kill, not because we didn't have a magic buff, but because he went for an HP buff, which is rather unfortunate. So we'll let him do his thing. He'll poke us. Is it even worth damaging it? I'd rather just get another Tagraki down and do it from there. So he gets a death mark on us. Looks like he's doing on last slot, which is pretty unconsequential. So that thing dying is not going to have much of an effect on anything. So if it does go down, not really much to worry about. Unfortunately, that misses pretty hard. I'm trying to get Tagraki mana up, obviously. That's the main thing we want to work with here. He'll do a little bit of destroy there. We'll go for Tagraki. And one more true damage will take it out, so we'll simply go for purple. Deathmark luckily does no damage there. It doesn't get the kill, and then we just kill it out. Hello, Saint. Welcome. Also, hello, GJ Ram. Welcome as well. But I don't feel like Orpheus is worth running. You could run it. It'd be a lot safer, but also be a lot slower. I mean, a lot slower, but it would be slightly slower. Let's see. We'll take that over. This is still first priority because we don't want it gaining a life. Its gaining life is very unfortunate. It's something we want to ideally avoid completely. Alright, we'll throw it over there. We'll grab a red over there. Get a Tagraki down on you. Get some brown down. Get a, what do we need here? Take that over. I'll take brown just to get Tagraki, even though he's getting a poke on us. I'm actually going to throw a poke on him, so we can start pressuring him slightly with skulls. Need to kill him somehow. I can back for a bit, though, because it makes it so Tagraki's less effective. Meaning we need even more skulls if we try pressing some skulls. Oh, I can't even take a skull here to kill. I'm gonna have to waste Tagraki. Oh wait, I could have. No, I didn't. I forgot. We could have just used the physical damage. I keep forgetting he's even there sometimes. Our troop all the way in last. I should have went for physical. Then I could have went for Tagraki, then another Tagraki, and then he'd be dead right now. And I would have been dead. But whoops, I forgot. Keep forgetting we even have that new troop there, because most of the time it's not really gonna do much. Can we get our last little bit of mana? That'd be great. There we go. And then we'll kill with Tagraki. Good to go. And we're about 1/3 the way there. So technically it's almost half in a sense, just because, well, maybe still 1/3. But mostly because the final battle obviously gives a lot of points. I believe we're getting 6,000 points per win. Which means we only have to win this battle about 30-something times more. If we have about 60-something thousand. Because that'd be about 880,000. So yeah, we gotta win this battle about 30 more times, approximately. Each win takes about 2-ish, 3-ish minutes. Well, it depends on a couple factors. Actually, I don't think I've ever timed how long a bounty really takes. Though, of course, it can vary heavily by week, given that the bounty captain they have to use can either be really good or really bad, or really average. Alright, this could be enough to kill him. As much as I want that skull, I think it's better to kill him before he gets a life gain. Just so we don't have to deal with the extra durability. I'll throw a poke on you, since we might as well give you something to do. It's just sitting there doing nothing. And I keep forgetting about it. It does so much nothing. So we'll let it do something. And one skull into a true damage cast kills at this point. And that's ideally how we want to finish it out. If it'll let me. Let's see, we'll throw this down. Come on, all we need is a skull. Any instance of damage will kill. Of course that misses. Almost everything gives him a thing. Well, I'll take the mana we need at least. Well, actually, yeah, we'll do that. We could probably bait him into giving us a skull. We did not. However, this should be able to be enough mana to go get our kill. And then he's dead. Or we can just take a skull. Yeah, let me go bring the timer up. Why not? Let's go see how long a bounty takes. This definitely isn't the quickest of teams for weeks we've had. It's not the slowest week we ever had for Bounty Hunter. It's definitely not one of the quicker ones. But let's see what the time comes out to, because it's probably more towards an average Bounty Hunter time. If you average all the bad ones and the good ones, this is about where it evens out to, in the middle ground. Is it going to load? I clicked on it. It didn't load yet, though. Oh, there's the timer. Okay, we're good to go. Let's go and get this thing in there then. Okay. Okay. So let's go see how long this takes. I believe it's like 2 minutes or so. I never really bothered timing it. I know approximately that's about 2 minutes or so for a bounty battle. A lot of factors can kind of change that a bit based on the bounty. But I'm pretty sure the average is like 2 minutes per battle for the final battle. At least this bounty troop does damage. We've had bounty troops before that have just like the near equivalent of nothing. I should probably take a skull in there. I'm gonna have to waste a Kaki just to kill that. Not necessarily required to do it that way, but we'll do it that way. This battle's actually going a bit quicker than the guesstimation of 2 minutes. Because this battle actually just took 1 minute and well, let's get all the way back to the cycle. It took there once we get back to the screen. About 1 minute and 15 seconds. I gotta see how the next one does. Hello, Drunk Savage. Hello, DavidBlack. Hello, Fabio. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, it's actually quicker than I thought. I thought it averaged about 2 minutes. Though there are bounty hunters that take even longer than this one. It might be the extra damage source that we have that's maybe making it a bit quicker. Even though he seems rather useless, the fact that he can poke for some damage might be speeding it up slightly compared to normal. I'm gonna go for a rift here just to kill that all the way. And then we'll go for the skulls. Fortunately, no extra turn, but a skull right there. Oh, so I keep forgetting. We have that whole speed up thing that I keep not using. It's not even a habit yet to use it. You have such an anti-habit of trying to not click on it. Yet clicking on it technically saves time now. So this battle is a little bit more in line with how long I thought they were. Because it looks like ultimately we're going to get this battle done in about 1 minute 30 seconds, maybe slightly more. Because it's about how long I would assume a bounty hunter is. Oh, I should have taken skull there. Whoops. Could have been dead actually already. Alright, let's just get Kaki down. Or skull works too. And once we get back to the other screen, that's time for how long this bounty took. So yeah, it took 1 minute 30. See how long the next one takes. Yeah, maybe they are a bit quicker than 2 minutes. Or at least this week they are. Potentially anyways. Obviously we have like near max stats. So obviously it takes longer with with lower stats. And if you have really low stats, you might even just need to use not 4 bounty troops. I want a purple. I don't see a purple though. Come on, cast. Alright, one more true damage kills it. And that is dead. Now once we get back to the other screen. Yeah, every single battle has pretty much been below 1 minute 30 seconds. Actually rather surprised. Oh, you always used to guesstimate Bounty Hunter based on 2 minute per battle. It could just be this week. But this is consistently quicker than that. So we haven't had any super bad battles yet. But the average does seem to be around 120 or so. With the median closer to like a 115. Almost on the dot sometimes. Oh, why did I not kill that first? Whoops. Oh, now it's going to take longer. Now it's going to take a little bit longer. There was the mess up I was looking for. But yeah, he should always be first priority. Not sure why I didn't kill him first that time. His biggest liability is he gains life. Which is obviously very slow to deal with. When you're doing true damage the entire time. 1 HP, you've got to be kidding me. We're back to this. Even with extra magic. See, I knew we could get to a lot higher number. There we go. Oh, it's mostly because we made a massive fail of not killing him immediately. Otherwise, this battle is going to take quite a bit longer. And even with that, it doesn't even reach 2 minutes. And that's basically what a slow battle looks like. And it still didn't even reach 2 minutes. It was 1:50. And that's pretty much a definition of like one of the slowest battles we'll get. The only thing that would be slower is if you somehow death marked like our entire team and killed like nearly everything. Okay, let's make sure to target him first. I think it was because of Valor Event in the previous battle that I didn't target him first. That was probably the case. And then I forgot to retarget it quickly. Because if you have a Valor Event, obviously the priority is to kill Valor Event, not the second slot. Unless the second slot is the Valor Event. What are my plans for the weekend? Streaming wise or just in general? But as far as streams, later today, pretty much after this stream, we'll do Fall Guys Season 2. We should almost be able to finish Season 2 as well, as far as finishing out the pass and getting all the rewards from it, so that'll be cool. Other than that, later today, obviously, we'll be doing more Bounty Hunter on the Gems of War stream tonight. Tomorrow morning, I'll probably be doing the fishing tournament for Animal Crossing to some degree, and then either doing Fall Guys again, or maybe just doing more of the fishing tournament. We'll probably do Fall Guys, do a little bit of both. I do want to touch the fishing tournament. I'm not sure if we're even going to stream it though, but I don't know. I definitely want to do it a little bit, but regardless if we're going to stream it or not. Other than that, I might play the demo of Pikmin 3 this Sunday. I'll probably still do Fall Guys as well, given that's still really early in the season. But the demo for Pikmin 3 came out, I believe yesterday actually. I haven't touched it, and won't be until we do it on stream. So we can kind of play it blind for the stream. But yeah, that's out now. And I will be getting the full game once it launches. It's launching October 30th. I'm not sure if we're streaming on October 30th, but it is launching on October 30th. Let's see. I'll throw that down. Also, the 13th we'll be doing Steve when it comes out for Smash. Not sure how long we'll do it because what day does that even fall on? That falls on. Oh, so I just realized I'm still timing this. That falls on a Tuesday. Okay, that would work good then. Tuesday night or Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, sometime on Tuesday we'll do that then. Even if it's after Gems of War stream, we'll throw it in at some point. Because that's a massive crossover. Steve actually making into Smash. Actually, speaking about massive crossovers, something actually really funny got confirmed the other day for Fall Guys, and I didn't even realize it until earlier this morning, a little before the stream, while I was eating breakfast and just surfing the web. But Sonic is actually going to be in Fall Guys in like 4 days from now. Or maybe it's like 6 days. I think it was the 16th. I actually forget the date now. But in about the next week, Sonic will actually be a skin in Fall Guys. Like legit, the actual canon-looking Sonic. Like the actual character. I think that's the biggest franchise currently in Fall Guys once it comes in. There's also a rumor Gerald from Witcher is going to make it into the game. Which would also be a pretty massive crossover when that happens. What do we even take here? It's never going to get an Nintendo property for a while. Also, I'm still timing it as if we were still in the previous battle. Let me stop that timer. Let's see. I think we could probably get rid of the timer at this point. We were mostly just doing it to see like about what the battles are. And assuming I'm paying attention, it's about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Let's see. So we can go close that out. So we kind of already know what it's at. Let's see. Take that over. I'll grab a hit over there. Grab that one over. Get another hit for you. Yeah, there's also a rumor that Sonic Adventure 3 might come out. Sonic Adventure 2 is actually in my top 10 favorite games of all time. It's kind of funny. There's actually a lot of GameCube games that are in like my top 10 favorite of all time. Actually, I think almost half my top 10 favorite games of all time are actually released on GameCube. Which is unfortunate because GameCube was a rather underselling platform. Overall. Let's see. So a lot of the really good games on GameCube never really got much exposure. The main ones were Sonic Adventure 2, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and Mario Sunshine. And also Melee was pretty good, but I wouldn't really put it in top 10. I know some people probably would, though. Some people consider it the best Smash. I personally don't, but some people in the competitive scene do. Let's see. We'll take that over. So, like, 3 of my top 10 favorite games of all time are actually on GameCube. Technically, the first Animal Crossing did. I'm not sure if that would be my favorite game of all time. They had really good dialogue for it, though. The very first Animal Crossing. Oh, also it had Mario Party 4. Hold up, it might actually have 4 of them. There's Mario Party 4, Mario Party 3 and 4. I'm not sure which, but one of them is my favorite. I'm not sure. It's always a hard decision to come out to which one's actually better. Because there are a few really solid Mario Parties. I'm pretty sure Mario Party 4 might be. Let's see. We'll throw that down over there. Because Mario Party 3 was on N64. It was definitely the best one on N64, that's for sure. The very last one. Let's see. Throw that on you. I need to be throwing that more often for the chip damage. Yeah, we need to stream Mario 64. I still have it on the channel. I do still plan on doing it. A lot of other games have come up, and it kind of went a little bit more on the back burner. But similar to many games that I plan on eventually streaming on the channel, we will be doing it. As well as before it gets completely destroyed. Well, obviously, you'll still be able to keep the physical and digital if you already bought it, but it won't be purchasable even after the 31st, assuming they're still keeping to that. Or was it the 21st? I forget what date, but basically the end of March. It won't be available anymore. So sometime between now and then, we will definitely stream it. Let's see, we'll throw that down. And I might do Galaxy. Galaxy's the one I probably like the least of the three. But I've never really given it much of a chance. So I might stream it at some point. We're definitely doing Mario 64 first, though. And obviously we already did Sunshine, which is my personal favorite of the three. And it's pretty much the whole reason I got it. Like, that game alone, rebuying that was worth it. Let's see. We'll throw that one down. What do I grab here? Take that over. I'll take a red there, so we can get the extra turn over there. We can then grab all the blues and get our little bit of red. We can then go and focus on you, take out skull over there, throw a poke on you. Should probably throw that out now. There is strategically a reason to keep it for a little bit longer because he actually maintains his bless until we cast. So if we don't cast him for a while and he gets targeted by a death mark, it will actually do nothing because the AI is dumb enough to actually do that. When the only thing on your entire team has immunity, it'll sometimes target that thing that has immunity because it doesn't really factor that in most of the time when targeting, or ever. I don't know, maybe it does like on occasion, but more often than not, it does not factor in if they do or do not have bless or immunity to what the stats effect they're about to do. Case in point, he was probably going to target that regardless, though he didn't have bless on it at the time though. But it did look like it was adamantly wanting to go for last slot there. Also, we'll hand out a code once we get the second to last orb. We're actually almost there. We won't claim them until we reach all the way to the end though. But we'll hand out the code at the 19th. That's when we normally hand out codes on bounty streams. Whenever we hit the 19th reward, which is like 5 battles from now actually. We're just breezing through today. I do feel like Bounty Hunter has been getting quicker and quicker. The reason for this might be because stats keep getting higher and higher in the game. So like almost every single time we have Bounty Hunter, we have higher stats than the previous time we've had Bounty Hunter. Especially with the next Bounty Hunter, because the next Bounty Hunter will happen later in the season. Obviously, it's still very early in Season 2. We only have the first upgrade of the pass, which is a little bit extra skull damage. However, as it progresses, we'll obviously have a lot more additional stats. So Bounty Hunter will be even easier the next time it comes around in about a month. But it just increasingly gets easier from the constant flow of additional stats coming into the game. Because this game mode never gets any harder, similar to many game modes in the game. Stays pretty much like the same difficulty. And while it might have seemed a little bit harder in the past, over time it just keeps getting easier and easier due to our stats getting higher and the enemy stats staying, you know, relatively the same. So it just keeps making technically every mode quicker and quicker, ever so slightly over time. Might not be noticeable from a case-to-case basis, but over a long period of time, it is pretty noticeable. Like how quickly you can get through with 4 bounty troops now. It wasn't even possible at one point. When Bounty Hunter came out, it was not realistically possible to run 4 bounty troops against them. Now it is the meta, and it's quick. Or decently quick. Obviously, it's quicker if you were to use things that weren't bounty troops, but you lose a lot of score, obviously. But it's decently quick, given that you're using generally completely useless rares as your team. The only exception being Takaraki, which is just absurd. If it wasn't for Takaraki, Bounty Hunter would probably be a really annoying game mode. Takaraki is pretty much the entire definition of Bounty Hunter. He's pretty much the face of Bounty Hunter. Like Bounty Hunter and Gems of War, you might as well just say it's Takaraki Worst. Or Takaraki Hunter. Because Bounty Hunter is literally just entirely focused every single time since Takaraki has existed, which is almost forever. I think he came in like the 3rd or 4th bounty. But since he came into the game, almost every bounty, or pretty much, once you use 4 bounty troops, like since that was the meta, he has always been the strategy with 4 bounty troops, just because of how high his damage is. It's absurdly high relative to any other bounty troop, mostly because it upscales, and obviously stats go higher than you in this game mode. Unless you're buying a lot of potion effects, which very few people do unless they're going for leaderboard. But yeah, Tigraki just holds such good damage relative to other bounty options. Obviously, outside of bounty, you almost never use him. But inside of bounty, he is the extremely meta. I'm going to do this in case we can get a skull here. That's why I did it, so we can get a free Tigraki on him. I didn't do it the other way around just so we would have enough damage. If I did it the other way around, we would not have had enough damage to kill the thing, because he would have had armor, so we couldn't have killed it with skull. Doing it that way made it so we could, and now he's dead. We got a free Tigraki in the last one. They're not going to change bounty. It is very unlikely they're going to change bounty. The next game mode that's likely to get a tweak will be Treasure Hunt. And the next one after that, however, it hasn't been confirmed, but it has been hinted at in the past, is likely to be the Hero Class event. Or PvP. PvP was hinted at like years ago and still haven't. But we know for sure Treasure Hunt will be the next game mode that gets reworked. And the one after that is likely to be either PvP or class events. However, neither of those other two have been confirmed. Treasure Hunt has been. When, who knows. But Treasure Hunt has been. However, PvP and class hasn't been reconfirmed. It was something they mentioned in the past that they never got around to. Which means probably eventually. But no set time frame. Or something like Treasure Hunt could happen within the next year. Because it's more of the focus that they've actually mentioned recently. So it's definitely likelier to be in the near future. I'm just going to do a weird move and actually pressure with skulls just because of how much damage we can get in right now. Also, I forgot to go for him second. I have no clue why. Was there a Valor Event here? I think I might have just taken a Valor Event and then forgot again to go and poke this guy out. Which is always annoying. 2 HP, you gotta be kidding me. Also, why'd I do that? Now I gotta go track him down with a hit. Because now I can't skull him. Okay, I'm going to deliberately not hit it with a skull here. The reason for this is it eats up Tigraki's damage. And it's actually better to not hit it now and just go for Tigraki into the other true damage hit. This helps us win in 1 or 2 less hits. Why is Arena better now? Some people consider it better. Some people consider it worse. It's definitely different. I feel like it's better in the sense that it's slightly more balanced, even though it's extremely unbalanced. In the sense that you can't just like auto win with hero weapon. However, it is a lot more time consuming now. It's still very unbalanced because of the wide range of troops. It's even more luck based now because how well you do is completely based on your draft. And even if you're good at drafting, you could just get horrible picks all 4 times and to just have nothing to use. Which is really problematic with Arena, to the point where you sometimes just have to repick as soon as you draft because you just didn't get anything that's even remotely good. So it's really luck-based, which is the biggest issue with it, I would say, overall. But they did add a little bit of rewards to it. Most of it doesn't come until the Valor Event, because obviously the only thing you really get extra are more trophies, which most people don't care about. And the only other benefits were during the Valor Event, which the first one, I believe, is the weekend of Halloween, oddly enough. Or I don't think, I know for sure that the first one is the weekend of Halloween. I believe it's the 30th? When does Halloween start? Yeah, it's the 30th. It starts on the 30th, and it runs from 30th, 31st, and to the 1st of November. Hey, what day does my birthday fall this year? November 4th. Wednesday. My birthday's on a Wednesday. I might do a big stream for it. Might do a variety stream. We'll see. Not sure what exact plans are for that day. I'm obviously not going anywhere because of the virus or anything. So, yeah, we're kind of just going to be cooped up, so I might as well just do a stream. We'll probably just do a day-long variety stream of some sorts. Pikmin 3 would have came out recently, so we'll definitely be finishing up some Pikmin 3 that stream. While other games will just throw in everything. Throw in a mix of everything. We'll see by that point. There's a one-day arena event on the 14th of October. Wait, what? That's weird. Why? Is there really? I didn't even notice that. Where did you see that? Oh yeah, you're right. What? Okay, I'm confused. It can run on a Wednesday for 1 day on a pet day? And it can run as a weekend event? That's weird. That is very weird. Well, we'll find out next Wednesday. We'll definitely need to cover that then. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Oh, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we might actually have one next Wednesday. And by next Wednesday, I mean next Wednesday. Next week's Wednesday. Like 4 days from now, or 5 days. Yeah, it could possibly not be accurate. It seems really weird that that would be a thing, but you never know. It could be an event that they just kind of toss around. Also, they might want to throw it soon just because it's one of the bigger things in the most recent patch. And the patch seems like almost nothing happened without it. Because the Valor Event's actually the biggest thing that came in the most recent patch. Obviously, I say it's the thing that allows you to not have any delay when you're selecting the troop thing. I consider that the biggest thing. However, the actual technically biggest thing is the Valor Event that was added in the most recent patch. And we haven't had one yet, so they probably want to show it off at some point. So I wouldn't be surprised if they randomly do a Wednesday one just to be like, oh, hey, here's what the Valor Event looks like. We have one coming soon. Obviously, they wouldn't do that. I'm not sure why they don't announce that in game. Like, hey, here's a timer for when the next thing happens. They have timers for quite a few things. But the things I always found the weirdest is, like, the best events in the game don't have a timer, which are the Vault Event and the now the Valor Event. Because both of them are pretty much just free resources, essentially. Both of the events. Where as long as you participate, you just get loaded with a bunch of resources. Especially with the pity timers now. Because you get a lot of benefit at the beginning. And then less as you constantly keep grinding, but still you get something for constantly keep grinding. Oh, why did I do that? I should have done the other way around. As long as we throw in a Tagraki, I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go get Tagraki up. And no, don't take a skull on it. What are you doing? At this point, I can almost kill it with physical damage if we really want to. Actually, can Tagraki even kill it now? I think it still can. Oh, I should have taken green there, actually. Yeah, let's get Tagraki. That should be enough damage. Yeah, even the space damage is enough. But yeah, we'll find out next Wednesday if we have an arena event or not. I don't feel like they would, but it might. Also, I did say I would hand out a code once we reach reward 19. I was just double checking, and we are there, so let me go hand out a code. Problem, though, I don't have Discord open, so it might take a minute, so I might have to go do another battle. Because it is not open right now. Let me just fix that. Okay. And let me go and open up Discord. Having it open today. Let's see. Normally how the computer default opens it. Sometimes it likes not to. Same as Steam. Like sometimes it auto logs me in, sometimes it doesn't on the other computer. I'm not sure why that is. On my new computer it always auto logs me in. On my other computer, like half the time it does and half the time it doesn't. It's kind of weird. Does the same thing with Discord. Let's see. Anyways. Let's keep going. We'll do one more battle because it's going to take it a little while for it to load. Loading, loading. Hey, Valor Event as well. Nice. We're probably going to try for leaderboard, so any extra Valor Events we do want to keep. We are currently flawless, so we haven't actually lost any of them yet, so that's good. We're going to go for extra red here, I guess. And it does indeed land. Double skull seems tempting. I'm actually going to poke him because he's not going to get full mana within that time. So I'm actually going to do it like this. The reason I'm doing this is so I can quick kill the HP gaining one so I don't forget to go kill it quickly. So we'll do this so it can't get an HP buff and then kill it before it even gets it. That's why I did it, because I didn't want it getting it. And if I didn't do that, the next turn it would have. So that's why I did it. Saved a lot of time in that battle. And we killed the Valor Event. So that ended up working out perfectly. Skull or not skull? I think we don't. Oh, well, I guess we do. I don't think we have a choice. Apparently. It forced me to take a skull. That's rather unfortunate. Well, now I need to pressure physical damage on him now. Luckily, we got a free turn there. Unfortunately, this is not enough to kill now. Our best way is probably to get last slot. He actually has exact damage to kill, oddly enough. The only issue here is I don't actually have mana for him. And I can't really target the other thing, so I'm going to pass my turn to see if he gives me a skull. And then let's do that, and then he's dead because we just took Kaki into the other true damage option. And I'll kill it out. Okay, redeem code time. It is all loaded. I just need to go click over here. Click over to the Kafka, who has all of my codes stashed away. I believe it's the one underneath this one, but I shall check it anyways, just in case. Where's the redeem code section? Redeem code section. Put in my invite code. Oops, not cap lock. I think it's case sensitive. Is it case sensitive? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. No, that's not the one, which is what I thought. It should be the one right underneath it. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one again. I literally just re-grabbed this exact same code. Fail. That or I didn't click copy correctly. Oh yeah, I just didn't click copy correctly. Fail. Misclicks. And here you guys go. Here's the redeem code. Use it on gemsawar.com with the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever game says underneath your settings menu in the bottom left corner, right over here, is what you put in for your invite code. Right over there. Redeem code is over in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with RUC. We'll take our tribute real quick because why not? And as far as the redeem code, it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. With the main reward, of course, being the 1 gem key. And do keep in mind, the old mythic is no longer in the drop table now. Well, it technically is, but it's in the drop table with everything else. So all the mythics are back in the drop table now. So if you want to open your keys, it is safe to do so now. The drop table is not 100% chance for the useless mythic. There's still a chance you might get the useless mythic, but it's 1 out of all the mythics in the game, minus the 3 that are only in Soulforge. So the chance that you specifically get it is very unlikely. You'll likely get something else. But of course, you just get a random mythic basically at this point. What is the best method to gain gold fast? Use Double Cedric, Sparkle Sack, Egg Thief, Scouting Key on Explore 12. That's the quickest method in the game. Depending on your VIP level, it gains anywhere from about 300,000 to 1 million gold per hour. Based on the average VIP level, you should be getting roughly 400,000 gold per hour, give or take 100,000. That's where the average person falls. If you're at VIP level 0 to about like 7 or 8 or so, which is where most people fall, you'd be getting around 300,000 to 500,000 gold per hour, somewhere within that range. Obviously, the higher or lower the VIP, the higher or lower within that range, based on the gold bonus. But I believe I get around 400,000 per hour on it. With VIP 6, I think we're at 7, whatever it is. I forget if we even get a gold bonus off of that. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's about 400,000. You run with 2 Cedrics. It's a bit of a clunky team. The premise is you get Egg Thief up very quickly, and then you get Skeleton Key and just one shot, or not one shot, but you chip them down with Skeleton Key, of course. You throw a couple Egg Thieves, you get all of your mana going, you then spam Key, and then you win. And obviously you get quite a bit of damage off of Key because of the double Cedric, as well as a lot of gold. And also Explore 12 just in general gives you a lot of gold. Golvania is a pretty good location. I'm not sure where the most optimal location is for it, but Golvania doesn't have any kind of like super annoying mechanic, so it is a good location nonetheless. I'm not sure where the meta is to do it though, because I don't really do it like ever, like ever so occasionally if we like desperately need gold. But I generally don't do that, so I'm not sure where the exact meta is, but Golvania would be fine. Pretty much anywhere without an annoying spell reduction or revive mechanic would probably be fine. Anyways, let's continue Bounty Hunter. We'll keep going till we finish. That is the game plan. And then we'll go claim all the rewards, see what we get. And then probably call it a wrap. Might even open the 2 Volkies just to see what we end up getting. Then I'm probably going to grab lunch, and then we'll transition over to Fall Guys. And finish out Season 2 of Fall Guys. Let's see. What do we even do here? We'll throw down... Actually, I could have went for that skull first. I want to pressure him a little bit of damage. Probably should have went for skull first, though. Can't grab a skull every turn, but we can normally grab mana every turn. Not necessarily, but it's more likely you'll be able to grab mana than a skull due to how much more mana there is on the board. What do we even want here? I'll throw down you. But I need to pressure him with something now. Gosh, now he really has like no damage. Luckily that cascades to his skull, so that works. We get extra turn from it too, and another free skull, and another free skull. Gosh, it's just raining skulls right now. Perfectly fine with that. The only problem here is we're gonna have to waste it to rock. Oh no, we won't. Aha! I keep forgetting he even exists. That troop all the way in last slot there. And we just won. All we have to do now is just do this, get some red, full mana, Tagraki kill, or the other one doesn't even matter. Either will kill. You notice the previous stream, your Phoenicia team was Withering Staff. You realize you don't have it. Oh, you can use any weapon in the entire game that doesn't block her. The reason I specifically use Withering Staff, that was also one of the teams I was trying to think of when someone was asking me, what are Withering Staff teams? The reason I use Withering Staff when I use Phoenicia is you sometimes run her for dungeons and for pet battles. And when you run her in both of those instances, it is actually optimal to have Withering Staff. The main reason for this is it has skulls. And due to the combination that you have burning off of Phoenicia, and you're generally running a Sun Spear, which is triple damage to burning, it allows you to basically clean up by using Phoenicia's burn that combines into a skull that then one-shots whatever the resummon is. That's the main reason why you end up using it with it. It's if they end up like 25% reviving or something similar, it's a great cleanup option for those kind of battles. However, literally any weapon in the entire game that doesn't block Phoenicia will work in that slot. Ideally, something that can clean up a troop when it ends up reviving off of 25% is the best option. But literally anything in the game can be there. Like another mana accumulation option or really anything you want. It's pretty flexible. I just find Withering Staff to be the best option if you're using it for dungeons or for pet battles. However, literally anything could technically be used there. So if you don't have Withering Staff, it doesn't matter. Also, if I'm not mistaken, Withering Staff is available in 2 Tuesdays from now? Not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. I believe it is available in Soulforge and in the Delve. Because if I'm not mistaken, it is the one associated to the Merlantis one. What is it called? Sea of Sorrows. I'm pretty sure it's a Sea of Sorrows weapon. Unless I'm confusing it with something else. I'm pretty sure Withering Staff is a Sea of Sorrows weapon. Yeah, it's Withering. It's Withering Staff. I always call it Withering. I always name it weirdly. I think most people know what I mean. There's only like one good skull spam weapon for the most part in this thing. The main thing that makes it really viable is not only does it have skull spam and a split damage to get rid of barrier and stuff like that, but the main thing that makes it useful is it has a skull spam combined with entangle. The fact that it gets entangle on top of it is very, very good. Because if it misses, which obviously it will because it's not the biggest amount of skull spam compared to some options, because it's on hero, of course, so it has to be a bit weaker. But it has an entangle, so if you do miss due to bad luck, which is common with it, it won't backfire, or not won't backfire as hard because it has entangle. So even if they get the skulls, they're likely going to be doing very little or literally nothing with the skulls that they hit you back with, which is a really good safety precaution for the weapon. So even if it misses, it barely does anything bad. Whereas normally a skull spam missing is pretty bad. Well, and that weapon is a lot less consequential. Wild Queen is generally very similar to that. Though not exactly the same since it doesn't zero them out. But it does do a pretty hefty attack reduction. But she can normally get away with missing. Not always though. Obviously in Guild Wars you can sometimes get demolished if you miss. But she does have a little bit of leeway for missing. Withering Staff's leeway I feel like is a little bit higher. However, its base ability is quite a bit worse. Also, it wastes your hero to have to do it, whereas generally the hero is used better in other situations. With other options, I mean. Okay, this should be dead. So we throw that down, and that kills it all for the true damage there. Yes, our Scare Shield stuns the first enemy, that is correct. It also barriers yourself. Has a lot of good perks. Has a lot of good additional benefits. And if anyone still has any other questions or anything else you want me to go over, let me know. And we will make sure to do so. Let's see if we get full mana off of this. We should be able to. Where's a good triple skull to go aim at? We'll take that over. Skull him. Probably should have taken that top skull first, just in case. I forgot we can actually pressure him with skulls right now because he's doing the first slot right now. Obviously, everything else on this team we don't want to pressure with skulls because we need them to remain their armor. And the reason why we need them to remain their armor is so Kaki can do boost ratio, which is very beneficial to keep it that way. I'm actually going to waste my turn to take some blue here. I also had a chance to Cascade Skull, which unfortunately I missed. So we're going to go and... Oh, wait, I don't have a follow-up true damage right now? I should probably go get that. Ideally Rift. Good, perfect. This extra turn, we can then Rift you. We then go and poke him with this. We then go and poke you with that. And then one more true damage kills you. It doesn't even matter who. Though obviously Takaraki will get up easier. So we shall get up to Kaki, and it's already up, and you're already dead. Easy. Oh, sorry, what was your question about dooms? Let's see. Wait, what was your question? Oh, what do you think about the Orbs of Ascension on Guild War troops and dooms? Given the current state of the game, I would in the past probably said it was fine. I released the last level of them, or, you know, using a small blue to get their final. And in that case, it probably is okay to still do if you need it for a kingdom upgrade. However, orbs are becoming increasingly more useful for getting additional troops. We already obviously got another Doom Rarity troop, and the biggest thing up in the air is we don't know when another one will come into the game. It could be, who knows, over a year. It could be next season. We don't know what that gap will be. And that uncertainty kind of is kind of bad for knowing on if we should or should not use them or not, which is rather unfortunate. Because I wish they would just say, like, hey, we're not going to add like another one of these for at least a year or something like that. But to my understanding, we haven't gotten any confirmation on when the next Doom troop is or is not coming. And until we do, orbs are pretty valuable. And due to that, I don't really have any way of knowing. If they ever confirm one way or another, I could give more of an opinion on it as to which way would probably be better. But for now, I'd probably just save them. Unless you really want it for a kingdom upgrade. Because obviously kingdom upgrades, if you're about to gain an additional stat, is probably more worth it. Let's see. What do we need here? So if any of them are blocking you from getting a kingdom stat, then you might want to consider it. Especially if it's a magic stat. Oh, why did I not kill him already? That's problematic. Oh, because we had Valor Event in play. And I forgot to kill him. I feel like that's happening in a lot of these battles if I'm not paying attention. I'll go for the Valor Event, which makes sense. But then I'll forget to focus this guy. Which means he gets an HP buff and takes even longer to kill. I'll throw that down. And he's dead. Heart of Rage. Is it on the vault drop? No. It is not currently in the vault drop table. Do not open vault keys expecting Heart of Rage. It is not in drop table right now. We don't have an official date, but it should be in about 2 or 3 weeks. They said they would announce when it happens, or something similar to that regard. So we should know the Monday that it happens when they do that. It should be in about 2 or 3 weeks from now. However, no, it is currently not in drop table, so don't open them yet. But yeah, I'll be probably opening some vault keys too once Heart of Rage comes in drop table. I do have a copy of it. But I don't know. I need more orbs. And I wanted to wait at least until that troop was in the game. And also to see if we had a new vault troop this season, and we didn't. So, yeah, we'll probably open some of them. I'm not going to open all of them, because who knows, another vault troop might come in next season, who knows. But, yeah, no new vault came in this season, at least. So we don't need to worry about that. So we'll open some amount of them. Maybe down to like 200 or something. See how many Heart of Rages we get along the way. How many vault keys do we even have right now? Plus we have a vault event between that time as well. Wait, it's already in drop table? Wait, when did they change it? They never announced it. Or I don't think they did. I never seen it. Are you 100% certain on that? I haven't seen anything about that. Unless they accidentally added back to your drop table, which I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't think it was supposed to be in drop table yet. It wouldn't be the first time they added something earlier than they were originally going to. Let's see, we'll throw that down. I need a skull to kill it because I'd rather do the other thing. Take a green there. Okay, that's not a skull, but it does the same effect, so we'll do that. Oh, pretty much the same effect. It's 57 damage, ignoring skull reduction. Whereas the other thing is 62 damage, but takes skull reduction into account. Oh, they said it on the Monday stream? Wait, they did? I must have completely missed that. I was watching it, but I was watching it while doing other things. Oh, interesting. Never mind. Okay, well, it's in the drop table. Oh, we definitely need to open our 2 Vault keys then. I was going to do that anyways from this event. But I might have to open some more soon. Not this stream, though. We'll open the 2 from Bounty for sure. Because I normally do like to see how much loot we get. Let's see. What do we need here? I'll take that over. Yeah, I completely missed that during the stream. That's what happens when you multitask. Let's see. We'll go for this. What's your current Vault team on hard? I run Doom Scythed with Archmages, and then the rest is a standard Rowan team. The reason I run that is it has +9 purple, and with half mana start, if you surge on a purple, and my purple surge chance is the highest in the entire game, you will have full mana to go right into Scythe, and Scythe into Rowan auto kills if you get at least 1 alignment. Like if you get an extra skull alignment on it, Doom Scythe into Rowan kills, so you can extra turn off a Scythe, then go straight into Rowan and then win. It's a rather quick method, and the quickest I'm aware of. And even if you didn't go all in on purple, you'd still easily be able to do it. Your surge chance would only be like 2 or 3 lower. However, it does require surging on purple to 1-turn it, unless you get 5 times purple, but that's obviously pretty rare. Let's see, we'll throw that down. One of the few instances where, oh gosh, why did I move him? Should take another skull first or something. It's one of the few instances where having the highest purple surge chance in the game is actually useful. So I'm utilizing it. Any instance we have to utilize it, we're going to utilize it. It's one of very few teams where that move we did that it seems really weird is actually beneficial. One of the very exceedingly rare instances where that is actually viable to go all in on purple. Don't do it though, it's so much better to stay balanced on them. But oddly enough, it is actually beneficial to have a really high purple surge chance for that particular team. There's other variants too, obviously. Also, you can do other Doom weapons, however, there's only 2 colors that have +3 into their color. And that is blue and purple. There's currently no other hero class with +3, and it requires +3 to work. Let's see. Or at least for that method to work as quick as it does. Because a single surge on the color is full mana. Let's see, we'll take that over. What on earth is this board? What am I looking at? This board is awful. Is that really the only move? I'm pretty sure that was the only move. Just to give us a skull follow-up. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to upgrade the vault cards, such as Coin Purse, Priest Chalice, Genie's Lamp? No. There's literally no point. Some people do just for completionist sake, and I even have some just for completionist sake. I don't think I've maxed them all yet, though. But it just completely wastes your resources. There's no reason to do it other than just for the sake of doing it. If you count having them upgraded as for completion. But in the current state of the game, it is 100% pointless, though people do it just for completionist sake. Let's see, we'll take that over. We'll grab skull over there. Kill that all the way out. Throw a pokety poke on you. Hello, George! Welcome. What's our follow-up? We'll try for Sky Skull there. Oh, that's not where I wanted the Sky Skull, but we got one. I was expecting it over in this area, but then we just randomly sniped a skull over there. Not what I was going for, but same result technically. What you gonna go for another red so we can poke him with this since there's not a skull option. Oh, I could have taken purple and yellow and skull. I could have taken everything. Let's see. We'll poke you. We'll let him have the skull. And we'll let him have that as well. We'll just go straight into Kaki into the other thing. Which the easiest way to do this would be Werewolf. So we'll go for a nice big Werewolf and that should end it. And let's match. We throw that and then the Lynx kills it. Hello, Simon! Welcome as well. There we go. Making good progress. We're actually only a few wins away. We are so ridiculously close. But yeah, Bounty Hunter has been taking us about 2 hours lately. 2 hours is slightly under. And it looks like we're going to be at that point. Exactly. Just slightly under 2 hours. We've been consistently doing that for every bounty for quite a while now, actually. It used to take a bit longer, like probably closer to 3 hours. But lately it has been averaging closer to 2. And even below 2, almost every time. Which I think it has been literally every time the last several times. Let's see. How are you today? I've been doing pretty good. I was feeling a little bit sick earlier today. Let's see. Yeah, we'll be doing Fall Guys in a little bit. We're doing Fall Guys in about an hour. I'm going to grab lunch after we do this stream. And then, oh wait, why am I casting this one? Whoops, I want to cast the other one for it. But we're going to grab lunch after the stream, and then I'm going to stream Fall Guys. So about an hour from now, we'll have that stream up. Let's see, we'll throw that down. We should be able to finish Season 2 today. Or at least get really close to it, if not fully finish it. Depends what our win rate is. Hopefully it's not as bad as yesterday. We're kind of getting used to all the new maps, so... It wasn't even the new maps that was getting us. It's how the main thing that got me yesterday, which we might stick to mostly racing ones today because of that. But the main one that got me yesterday was the change they made to Jump Showdown. I'm still not a huge fan of it. But we'll get used to it. Let's see, we'll throw that over. Get our other move over there. And that's pretty much match. He'll get a death mark on us. I find it kind of interesting. As I was just saying that, he literally gets a kill. But death mark hasn't really been posing much of a threat. I was expecting it to pose much more of a threat. But for whatever reason, he keeps targeting Armored Boar, which is like the least consequential troop on our entire team for him to target. Which is kind of useful. Yeah, you were around okay yesterday. I remember. You came in and out several times. Let's see. Oh, wait, we already have mana. And we have enchant, so you know what? I'm actually going to throw that. I'm going to let him have that skull. Even though that was a really good setup for Kaki, I mean for a Werewolf. This isn't worth it because we already had mana and enchant. You normally want to use up your enchant abilities before you go and mana accumulate. We don't always do it that way. But if you can help it to do it, it normally is worth it. Because you sometimes waste your mana generator if you already have enchant and everything. Because you're just going to get full mana anyways after like barely any time. Gotta utilize that enchant. Okay, what's our option here? We'll go for that. Get a poke there. What do you think about the new arena? I feel like it was a change that needed to be done for balance reasons. However, it's extremely unbalanced. And one of the biggest issues with it is extremely luck-based now. More so than it has ever been. Because you basically have to have a good draft to even have a semi-remotely good speed. And sometimes the 3 options it gives you all 4 times are just things that do not synergize and are not quick. And this is a very big issue because it makes it so you have to repick multiple times if you want an even remotely decent speed. Also, the rewards weren't really buffed much. During Valor events, yes. But the default rewards for Arena are pretty much just as useless as they've always been. The only exception to that is if you're hunting for a certain offer, you can increase your chance of finding it by having additional 3 rolls per day by doing 3 arena runs. And while that is a pretty cool feature that some people will utilize on occasion, that's not really too good of a reward. That's like one of the main rewards when it's not a Valor event is the fact that you can get some of those offers. Which isn't a horrible reward because they're at a small discount and it can help you cycle through ones that you want, mostly the pet ones. But I don't know, it's a little underwhelming. It's definitely not something that would make most people who weren't playing Arena start playing Arena. The Valor Event might, but the other change, not really. Also, it's so much more time-consuming to run through Arena now. Though they did reduce the battles from 8 to 6. And technically, if you have the pay-to-win-win, quite literally, I still find that funny. It's literally a pay-to-win-win. You literally pay to get a win. Like, when people define pay-to-win, I don't think they mean it that literally. You literally pay for a win. If you have VIP 4 or higher in the current state of the game, every arena run only takes 5 wins instead of 6 because it auto starts you with a win. I wonder if that's just a troll on pay-to-win mechanics. Because it's literally paying for a win in the literal exact sense of you paying for an actual win. Which I just still find that rather hilarious. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's not worth mana accumulating it. I'm just gonna go for Kaki. Oh, we got Valor Event in play. I should probably kill that first, shouldn't I? I need Riftling, so I'll do this and then I'll do Kaki. We should still have a billion skulls on the board. I mean, not Kaki, I meant Werewolf, Kaki then Werewolf. Now it gets him back to full mana. You were supposed to have full mana the next turn. I was hoping we'd get enough mana for that. Apparently not. I'm gonna have to waste a turn here. And I did that so I can do this. And then Kaki you. And then somehow find full mana and kill you. Luckily he's blocked on so much that it should be fine. So we'll take that. We'll take another red. This will be a little overkill, but we need to kill it before it gets a life gain. I'll then poke you. And should be good to go. I believe we only need one more win after this. I'll go see what we get from all the loot. Open the 2 Volkies. And go from there. I'll take that down for now. I'll take that. But overall, the arena event could have been better. Unfortunately, I wasn't around to beta test it, so I wasn't able to give any feedback on that one. Generally, they don't act on much feedback anyways, so it probably wouldn't have made much of a difference. Once they adamantly want to do something, they generally just do it, regardless. I get final battle. The one thing I'm glad that they caught is you actually get 0 Valor during a Valor event with 1 win. And that would have been a very, very funny thing if they didn't catch, which I almost felt like they weren't going to catch, but then I checked the numbers and it's like, oh, they did make sure to do that. But one really funny mistake I thought they might have done, which would have been like one of the first things I would have tested if I was beta testing it. Though it looks like someone caught it, or they definitely, you know, were aware of it. But you get the auto 1 win when you have VIP 4. However, you get 0 Valor with 1 win, because obviously, if you got any amount of Valor, the method would be you start an arena run, you retreat from it immediately, you auto lose, and then you claim your Valor. But it's not possible because they made it 0 Valor. However, it would have been such a broken method if it gave like 3 or higher Valor, because you could just keep retreating every single time in order to gain loot, which would have been very, very exceedingly broken. But luckily they did catch that, and they made the scoring accordingly for the event. Let's see, I'll take that down. Hello, Bobs. Your Rift Links is broken. You get no magic when you cast. Could you please check yours? What do you mean? It doesn't gain magic on cast. It deals true damage to an enemy and knocks them to the back. It has no magic gain. Not sure what you're referring to. It gains 1 extra magic per red ally, which happens at the start of battle. So we're technically having 3 higher damage at start of battle. However, that takes place immediately at the start of battle. It does not take effect at any other point. So I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. It has no magic gain on casts. I don't think any bounty troop has a magic gain on casts. I think one of them might have arcane though, which is kind of like a magic gain on cast. But I don't think any of them have it attached to their ability. Let's see, we'll take that. But yeah, almost no bounty troops scale up over time. There's things that scale to stats, like Kaki though. But obviously that's based on their stats, doesn't keep getting stronger. Also, Kaki, you better not die to that death mark. That'd be the only major death we've had this entire cycle, if it actually dies. Nope, it doesn't die. We have not lost Riftlinks or Kaki a single time. Though Riftlinks probably because it has stealthy. I'm actually really surprised that Kaki has died 0 times to this death mark. I was expecting him to die at least multiple times. But he's managed to go 0 deaths somehow. Those boar has died like at least 10 times. I'm not sure why, but it keeps wanting to target the boar, which I'm perfectly fine with. And there we go. That is Bounty Hunter completed. I'll be running some more battles tonight because, as you can see, we still have sigils left because of how deep we went. And I want to take leaderboard. I want that free 75 gems and an orb. If we're going to spend a little bit extra money, we better get an orb out of it. And we get some free payment. So it'll only be like 325 gems then. However, if a lot of people tie with that, we might have to spend an extra 200 to do that. Which means for 125 gems, we get to buy an orb. I'm not sure if that'll be worth it. We'll see later in the week. But as it currently stands, we have enough sigils to go take leaderboard. So we'll definitely make sure to do so later, but not right now. Anyways, we did what we need to do. 250,000 points is enough to get all rewards. And with that, let's go claim all rewards. So this is everything that you get from completing Bounty Hunter if you do the entire thing. You can also just do the free battles, but if you do absolutely everything, the full loot that you get. And do keep in mind, it's called 710 gems plus a blue orb or 1,110 gems. So a little pricey. This is one of the more pricier events, but there's quite a few decent loots in here. You get 2 Volkies, you get 110 gems back, so theoretically it only costs 1,000 gems since you're getting that amount back. So technically it's 1,000 gems on the dot if you bought to tier 6. And you get 2 Volkies, 110 gems, 17 gem keys, 45 diamonds, 5,600 souls, 175,000 gold, some trade stones, and obviously the main loots being 2 major orbs of chaos, 10 arcanes, 4 random orbs, 4 celestials, a portrait, and a title. With the main 2 loots, or 3 loots being, of course, the 2 Volkies, the 2 orbs, which is the main reason why you go this deep, the 2 major orbs, and the 4 orbs of chaos. And also you get the few other things that you got from the shop, like the little emoji thing and stuff like that if you collect them. Which saves a little bit of gems in the long run. And of course we get pure oranges. Please give us something good for these 2. Gosh. He's got triple orange. Come on, let's see blue purple. At least 1 blue. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want to see. Okay, it's worth it. This Bounty Hunter came to really good value. That's what we want to see, especially that right there. A major blue. Major blues are so good. They're worth at least 1,000 gems. You can argue that they're even worth like almost 2,000 or 3,000 each. I normally value them about 1,000 per orb, though they theoretically could be worth higher. I probably underestimate them. A small blue is worth about 300 to 500 gems, because if you use on Bounty Hunter, it saves you like 400 gems directly, so it's at minimum 400 gems if nothing else. But it's somewhere between 300 500, and this one's about 1,000 to 2,000. Could even be higher depending on how you really value it. But yeah, those are what we want to see. That just made Bounty Hunter completely worth it. That alone, if we got even just 1 major blue, would have made it worth it. There we go. Nice. Also, major purples are pretty good. They're like worth about 675 gems if you have all the Guardians max. Okay, one other thing I want to go do. Let's go run. I want to go run, what's it called, twice. So let me go over to... Do I even have the team set up correctly? I might have changed it while we were doing other stuff. But let me go run Volkies. I want to run our 2 Volkies that we just got. So I'm going to hard difficulty. And yeah, we're using it correctly. So this is what I run for Explore 12. I mean, Explore 12. I mean, I run it for Explore 3 and 4. But I also run it for the pet battles. I mean, I'll say it right eventually. For Volkies on hard difficulty. So this was the team I was mentioning earlier. That someone earlier was asking about. It's Doom Scythe, Rowan, Leprechaun, and Mirage Queen. Specifically, Doom Scythe with Archmagus. The interesting combination with this is you start with half mana. A single purple surge will give you full mana to your Doom Scythe. You can then go cast this. If you get alignment on Doom Scythe, Rowan will instant kill. And that's basically the premise. You throw it on Leprechaun, you ideally have full mana Doom Scythe. You cast Doom Scythe onto alignment, ideally. Rowan then cleans up and you win. That is ideally what happens. If that happens, you win in like 15 seconds. It doesn't always happen, obviously. but it is ideally what you're aiming for. So we do this, you get full mana, you ideally have alignment, you throw it down, ideally for extra turn. I don't think we have extra turn there. Yes, we do. And then we just throw Ruane, dead. And that's exactly how you go through it. It's the quickest way I'm aware of to complete out hard difficulty Vault Key. It doesn't always work that good, but that's what you're aiming for. Oh gosh, we got Cedric. We didn't even get the new troop. I'm pretty sure it shares the same drop table as Cedric, so we just got a Cedric instead of the other thing. But yeah, any of you still hunting for Cedric, he's still very much in the drop table. But I'm pretty sure this could have been the new troop, or, you know, not the new troop, but the Heart of Rage. I'm almost guarantee Cedric and Sparklesax share the same drop table, similar to how all the commons share the same drop table. Unfortunately, that's pretty bad loot, because I don't need more Cedrics. Some people might. All right, let's go do the other one. This is our second key that we got from it. So pretty much no loot in there. We got like one gem key, so pretty pitiful, unfortunately. See if we get something better from this one. Do we have alignment? Not really, but we'll still go for it. I need a pressure damage. That's not an extra turn, but that should be enough to wipe right now. Ooh, a little short. Okay. We'll go for Mirage Queen then. A little bit slower this time around, but still decent speed. But that's pretty much what I do for hard level Vault Keys. And we got diamonds. His 50 diamond drop, actually his 60 diamond drop now with the 20% bonus. Obviously, I personally don't need diamonds, but 60 diamonds still a pretty solid drop for people that do need it. Unfortunately, not really interesting to me because I have more diamonds than I ever know what to do with. What's our diamond stack at right now? It's something absurd. We're at 77,222 diamonds. It's not even counting all the shards in case they ever add something else to craft these into. I've been hoarding these, which is 2 mythics just right there. So however many mythics we have here, we can craft 2 more than whatever that says. So we can craft 21 mythics right now. We can almost craft 2 whole years of mythics. Well, I guess maybe slightly less because of the new ones that come in through the thing. But yeah, we can craft like 1.5 years of mythics, counting the new campaigns with how many diamonds we have. We have that many diamonds. Also, don't forget, Hiking Iron gets still available for 3 days. One of the best mythics in the game, particularly for delves. If you're looking for a great delve option, pretty much auto wins it. You get a Devour, you get to 100% Devour rate from it. You then just spam him like crazy with mana accumulation, and boom, he's killed everything. He does normally need a curse option or something similar, so you can get rid of their immune to Devour, and then you just destroy everything with Hiking Iron Gut. Pretty strong option. Also, Tesla's pretty good for early game option. If you can't afford anything and you just need a good kill option, Tesla's a really good upscaling. So don't forget to grab one of those if you're a newer player. Well, Hiking Iron Gut just in general. But if you're a newer player, Tesla is one of only a few legends I would ever say is worth crafting. Generally, it's not really worth crafting legends, but Tesla is such a good option if you lack upscaling options. Because she can run pet battles, she can run higher level adventure board, she can run dungeons, she can run delves, assuming the delve uses red or blue. Like there's almost nothing at a higher level play that she can't run. You can even run level 3 PvP with her and just do a barrier option so you don't die, and then just keep using her ability and chip them down with split damage, as long as they don't have Submerge. You can always run Dispel on Hero to counter that, but that's a level 70, so you might not have that earlier in the game, but normally they wouldn't have Submerge earlier in the game anyways. Anyways, anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, we'll probably wrap up for now. Next Gems of War stream would be in 7.5 hours from now at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every night. We'll mostly be doing more Bounty Hunter and messing with, you know, normal stuff we do at night. Also, I'll be finishing out the World Lore event. Get a bit more battles in there with whatever we have left. Hello Midnight, welcome. Other than that, Fall Guys we'll do in about half an hour. I'm gonna go grab lunch right now, and then we'll come back with Fall Guys. Hopefully finish out season 2, and then once we finish out that, we'll be right back with Gems of War at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 7.5 hours from now if you're watching right now. Anyways, guys, any other questions? I don't believe I see any, but I'll give it about a minute. Otherwise, also I didn't say hello to Crusher earlier. Hello Crusher, hello Chris Border. Who else did I not say hello to? Hello Ronald. I'm missing a lot of hellos today. Hello, Bob, if I didn't say Bob earlier. I did answer your question, though. Let's see. Oh, is it worth it to craft in Rage Carindera? No. I would hold off for now because we don't know if we're going to be getting another Doom troop sometime in the near future. So I'd probably hold off on crafting Doomed Carindera. Even once I get enough resources to craft Doomed Carindera, I will not be crafting Doomed Carindera out of concern that they might be adding another one in the next couple campaigns. That hasn't been confirmed one way or another, but you never know. And for that reason, I am not using them. So the main reason for that too is Carindera is pretty similar to Enraged Carindera. Its final trait on Carindera is technically even better than Enraged Carindera. And for that reason, I'd rather wait, because if we're going to be getting another troop like Zugoff and Doomed Carindera, it is likely to be better than Doomed Carindera. Because Doomed Carindera is a pretty low bar. Like, it's not a horrible troop, but compared to like a Doom rarity troop, like if you compare it to Zugoff, it's pretty underwhelming. if you compare it like 1-to-1 to Zugov, like what it can do and where it's actually useful. Enraged Kandera is by no means a bad troop though, but I do not feel like it is worth getting, especially given that we don't know when the next one's coming into the game. And for all we know, the next one will be way better than Enraged Kandera. And for that reason, I'd probably hold off if you haven't already gotten it. It's not too big a deal to go for it, especially since most of the people who can already afford it probably farm enough that they can probably already afford whenever the third one comes in, whenever it does. But I would still hold off for now. It doesn't matter what order you complete battles and delves. Slightly. It makes a very small impact. The multipliers that you take apply to every single room's loot as you go along. So this is very useful in Tuesday events and whenever a new faction comes out on Fridays, because it gives you more points towards the objectives. So if you're trying to get like a leaderboard, or if you're trying to reach the point objectives for getting all the loot, particularly when you're doing a weekend long one, it can be a little bit more beneficial. However, the other benefit that it has, even if you're just doing your daily ones on a random delve, is it does increase the actual in-room loot that you get along the way. So you normally want to take all the bigger multipliers before you take the treasure rooms, as the treasure rooms have a higher amount of loot that you get from doing the battle. So if you save your treasure rooms for last, you'll end up getting more loot. The easiest way to identify a treasure room, if you have no clue what they are, is any room that gives more than 800 gold is a treasure room. There's only one exception to that. There's a treasure room that gives 30 glory. But generally speaking, every treasure room, except the one exception of the 30 glory one, is a 800 gold or higher room. So if you just see which ones are 800 gold or higher, those are treasure rooms. And you generally want to save those for last and take every other higher multiplier first, ideally in multiplier order. So you want to take like the 1.5 times first, and the 1.4s, 1.3, so on and so forth going down. Obviously, depending on the layout of the delve, that's not always possible. But that's generally what you want to do, and save the treasure rooms for last. This doesn't make too big of a difference. It normally only makes about a 10% difference in loot. Even lately, I've been almost completely ignoring it because I just found it to be rather tedious for how little impact it makes. However, people who want to maximize on delves, it does give about 10 to 15% extra if you do multiplier order correctly and save treasure rooms for last. So it's worth considering. But aside from that, it doesn't really matter too much, the room order. But it does make a very small impact on loot that you get along the way. The final loot that you get from the chest will always be the same, though, regardless of order, since it's just adding a bunch of multipliers, and that doesn't affect it. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. See you guys soon. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll be back in half an hour for Fall Guys and 7.5 hours for Gems of War. Catch you guys later. And I hope you all enjoy your weekend. And best of luck with Bounty Hunter. You still got another, even though we finished it within 2 hours, if you're just doing it for the dailies or however you're going about it, you still have 2 more whole days to go do it. So you still have all of today, all of tomorrow, and Sunday. So still got plenty of time. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Goodbye.